For too long, my people have lived in darkness. Today, we rise to build the largest power plant in our nation's history, and with it, we take back our energy and our sovereignty.
Burkina Faso has etched its name in the annals of progress by unveiling its grandest energy initiative to date, a colossal 150-megawatt thermal powerhouse on the outskirts of Ouagadougou. In a land where power outages have dictated the rhythm of existence for generations, this revelation ignites a spark of true transformation. Picture a society where countless souls yearn to illuminate their homes with a simple flick, now surging ahead with an endeavor of such epic proportions. This isn't merely a declaration, it's a solemn vow to shatter the gloom and stride boldly into enlightenment. The true might of this venture lies not solely in its vast scope, but in the profound emblem it represents. For years, Burkina Faso has been viewed as a realm grappling to fulfill even the most fundamental energy demands. Scattered modest facilities offered glimmers of promise, yet they faltered against the relentless surge of needs. This new colossus stands apart. With its 150-megawatt capacity, it eclipses all prior attempts and broadcasts an unyielding decree. Burkina Faso rejects a legacy of scarcity. It embraces autonomy, demonstrating the audacity to forge genuine liberation. This initiative infuses a wave of national honor and imperative drive. Leaders aren't framing it as a fleeting remedy or a makeshift bandage. Rather, it's heralded as a pivotal juncture, a landmark poised to reshape the country's fate. The mere revelation has kindled hope among the populace and captured gazes throughout the continent. Voices wonder if Burkina Faso, with its constrained assets, dares to erect such a titan. What justification lingers for wealthier giants still tethered to external vows? This fearless advance affirms that advancement often sprouts not from flawless scenarios, but from the bravery to seize the moment. In Burkina Faso, energy transcends mere currents. It's the essence of liberty. For too long, the nation has lingered in obscurity, reliant on supplies from bordering lands like Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana. Such reliance wasn't merely burdensome, it was perilous. Whenever those allies faced their own deficits or strife, Burkina Faso bore the brunt through crippling blackouts. That's no authentic freedom, that's existing at the mercy of another's whim. This is precisely why commanding one's energy destiny resonates so profoundly. To harness power independently signifies far more than igniting bulbs. It means seizing the reins of tomorrow. It ensures workshops hum without interruption from distant woes. It guarantees clinics sustain life-saving equipment through the witching hours. And it assures households that reliability awaits at every turn. Mastery over energy is mastery over existence itself. The 150-megawatt powerhouse isn't simply a construction feat. It's a manifesto of self-determination. Burkina Faso proclaims, "We refuse to linger in limbo. We reject subservience. We will illuminate our own journey." This stride holds immense potency because it reveals to Africa that emancipation extends beyond governance or frontiers. Authentic liberty arises when a people can create their essentials, commencing with the lifeblood of electricity. To grasp the significance of this fresh endeavor, we must rewind through Burkina Faso's energy saga. Across decades, the nation contended with scarce reserves and perpetual deficits. Humble stations emerged, but they buckled under escalating cravings. Inflows from Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana served as vital arteries, yet they also bound like chains, anchoring the country to alien whims. Yet Burkina Faso persevered. The administration and Sonabel, the state energy guardian, tirelessly erected modest yet vital outposts. Facilities in Bobo Dioulasso, Ouagadougou, Kosodo, Koudougou, and even teenier ones in Fadangourma and Ouahigouya embodied unyielding spirit. Each might have seemed diminutive beside the sprawling networks of others, but for Burkina Faso, they were strides toward emancipation. Every foundation stone laid echoed a defiance. We forge ahead unaided. That legacy of incremental triumphs amplifies the resonance of the 150-megawatt behemoth. It doesn't emerge from void. It's the culmination of relentless endurance. Burkina Faso has sustained the glow amid adversity, and now it vaults into a monumental surge. This venture weaves those modest advances into a singular, thunderous propulsion, reauthoring the nation's energy epic. The emerging thermal giant extends beyond mere wattage. It's a beacon of dignity and essence. For far too long, Africa has been dictated the blueprint for energy pursuits, their timelines, and benefactors. Countless regimes endure endless donor stipulations, while their citizens dwell in eclipse. Burkina Faso defies the delay. It has thrust shovels into soil, favoring deeds over dithering. The metaphor strikes deep. When a clinic maintains its radiance courtesy of this force, it validates rulers' commitment to evolution. When scholars pore over texts beneath steady glows rather than flickering flames, it affirms Burkina Faso is crafting its own horizon. Amid a realm of rhetoric, electricity embodies tangible metamorphosis. This endeavor narrates a vaster tale. Energy surpasses mechanics. It's the currency of authority. Each homegrown megawatt forms a bulwark against subjugation, a march toward honor. Burkina Faso ceases its pleas for current. It generates it. This alters perceptions, how citizens regard their stewards, and how the globe views Burkina Faso. At 150 megawatts, this fresh titan operates on an unparalleled plane. Prior installations, such as the 22-megawatt Ouagadougou outpost or the 55-megawatt Kosodo augmentation, held value but paled against the hunger. This creation will overshadow them entirely. For the inaugural occasion, Burkina Faso erects a force capable of revolutionizing the network. Yet it's not purely magnitude. The design integrates cutting-edge innovations that heighten performance and curb pollutants. This illustrates Burkina Faso's forward gaze, harmonizing immediate cravings with stewardship for posterity. It demonstrates the land isn't merely amplifying supply, but infusing intelligent vitality. This grandeur and ingenuity render the plant a watershed. It's the caliber of pursuit that reshapes visions of feasibility. It radiates a clarion to the vicinity. If Burkina Faso can summon such magnitude and modernity, so can kin realms. Electricity transcends illumination. It's the bedrock of credibility. In Burkina Faso, when wards plunge into void or mills grind to halt, trust erodes from helmsmen. But steadfast luminance affirms their merit. Thus, this venture eclipses an energy bomb. It's a statesmanlike coup. It redefines the arena diplomatically. 2. Long ensnared by neighborly inflows, the grid lay exposed to overseas machinations. Bolstered local output renders the nation resilient to coercion. It shifts from supplication to assured dialogue. This elevates the plant as an instrument of dominion and statecraft. Burkina Faso declares to the sphere, "We shun frailty's label." By birthing our own force, we harvest esteem domestically and clout internationally. Burkina Faso hasn't spurned external aid. Rather, it harnesses alliances astutely. Take the West African Development Bank's backing for the Compiègne installation, or German expertise fueling the Kosodo growth. These were shrewd pacts. Burkina Faso secured resources and know-how while retaining command. The nascent plant will doubtless mirror this. It might enlist outer collaborators yet under Burkina Faso's banner. This equilibrium proves vital. Over-reliance breeds frailty, but total seclusion stalls ascent. Burkina Faso charts a median course. Embrace support, sans yielding helm. This tactic unveils a profound truth. Autonomy isn't seclusion, it's decision-making. From fortitude. Burkina Faso masters this tightrope, and the new giant marks its most daring traverse. Detractors from afar frequently insist Africa prioritize solely sun, breeze, and water. Yet Burkina Faso's visionaries retort decisively. Citizens crave current immediately, not eons hence. Thermal setups, imperfect as they may be, deliver steadfast flow today. This doesn't imply sidelining clean sources. Indeed, the Zagtouli solar expanse reigns as the Sahel's premier. But photovoltaics alone can't sustain urban pulses after dusk or fuel robust manufactures. Hence, Burkina Faso adopts a fused paradigm, thermal for constancy, solar for endurance. This isn't discord, it's foresight. By melding them, Burkina Faso secures present illumination while gearing for a purer dawn. It's a pragmatic doctrine for the continent. Shun ideal weights. Construct with the arsenal at hand and refine progressively. For Eris, Burkina Faso lingered as a mere purchaser in the zonal energy bazaar, susceptible to imports that fostered fragility and subjection. But with the 150-megawatt juggernaut, the tide turns. It transitions from acquisition to creation. This recalibrates West Africa's equilibrium. A realm crafting its own surge wields greater sway. It eludes facile manipulation by adjacents or patrons. It evolves from observer to contender. This pivot holds regional weight. If Burkina Faso ascends from bondage to sway, it validates that even modest domains can rise unbowed. Energy exceeds generators, its prestige and self-rule on the continental theater. This pursuit isn't confined to Burkina Faso, it's Africa's horizon. Outsiders perpetually paint the continent as a domain of deficits, awaiting alien salvation. Burkina Faso dismantles that fable by forging its own mammoth edifice. It asserts, Africa resolves African plights. The iconography looms immense. If one of the Sahel's humblest can unleash audacious deeds, affluent peers lack alibis. It broadcasts to the expanse. Dominion springs not from donor queues, but from valorous erection. This positions Burkina Faso as Africa's pioneer. Its resolve may galvanize others to bypass Western nods and kindle their own trails. Burkina Faso brims with youth, most souls under 25, craving vocations, learning, and prospects. Sans electricity, such aspirations dim. With it, boundless realms unfold. This plant addresses not just contemporary voids but the youth's tomorrow. Each megawatt battles joblessness. It energizes plants that employ, academies that enlighten, and wards that mend. For a vibrant demographic, electricity delineates aspiration from despair. Through this investment, Burkina Faso pledges to its heirs, we champion your dawn and will fuel it. That's why this endeavor pulses with not mere mechanical worth but heartfelt fervor for myriad young Burkinabe. Naturally, this odyssey won't unfold seamlessly. Thermal giants demand fuel, compelling Burkina Faso to source diesel abroad. That's pricey and exposes to worldly fluctuations. Village outreach poses another hurdle. Metropolises might gleam first, but remote hamlets crave radiance too. Spreading, the web nationwide demands eras, capital, and fortitude. These are genuine barriers, yet hurdles aren't synonymous with surrender. Burkina Faso has braved fiercer tempests and pressed onward. What sculpts the nation isn't frailty, but tenacity. The emerging plant exemplifies that amid trials, advancement endures, and that's the core triumph. In the narrative's close, one axiom gleams: eternal might equals mastery. Burkina Faso has wagered on its essence, and that gamble resonates with force. By venturing boldly, it illustrates that liberty isn't bestowed, it's claimed. This venture surpasses currents. Its dignity, emancipation, and the valor to envision. Burkina Faso demonstrates to Africa and beyond that even with sparse tools, a people can blaze their route. The 150-megawatt torch ascends in Ouagadougou, its beam unbound by frontiers. It radiates across the continent, urging every realm that mastery ignites with deeds. Burkina Faso has ignited, and in that blaze, it awakens a world.